Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. Here with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we've got Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. And our early season power rankings, of course, a lot should change over the course of the year, but this is where we stand now. You take a look at the Pacers. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And when you look at Los Angeles, they've really come together. You can see the confidence in their body language, playing with that sustained focus. That's why they're leading this division.
And now the Lakers starting group. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. James is out there with Powell. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Minnesota, the big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Highland in at the point. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox. Well, DeAndre Ayton should own the paint. Nice touch there.
Highland sets a pick for Edwards. Misses the three. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's Ayton. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's the break. McDaniels with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic. Randall with the bucket.
Well, the effectiveness of Julius Randall, wherever he is on the floor, the mid-range, one of those tools in the toolbox.
And here's MP for three. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
A three-pointer is right on target. Randall's got 5.
Oh, my goodness, what a response by Randall. Yes, you can make a three, so can I.
Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
And they went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Now, Doncic, following the miss by Julius Randall from deep. He gets that one.
And this is the thing about MP. He has the poise to take high percentage shots.
McDaniels outside. Back to Highland. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Edwards, no good. Looking at the last game for the Timberwolves, it was a loss to Denver. Reeves can't hit.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
To the inside. Randall. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Ayton.
Well, with his strength, Julius Randall can absorb contact easier than a lot of players. This guy is not going to be intimidated.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And last season, he was successful 81% of the time when he went to the line, so he didn't waste a lot of opportunities.
That free throw good from Randall. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, a new ownership group taking over for the Timberwolves, but there remains a commitment to continuity on the basketball side. And while creating a replacement for the league's second oldest arena is a priority, they made it clear their commitment is to remain in Minnesota.
You'll love to hear it. All right, Shams, we thank you for the report.
Well, he's come through for them at the line today, and you love having a big fella who's so capable on his free throw.
For Minnesota, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. And the shot goes in from Rudy Gobert.
How about the finish through contact by Rudy Gobert? Wow.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Ayton. James outside. Fires the 3. That's good from Doncic on the assist by LeBron.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, Luka Doncic has studied LeBron James's game for a long time, and now they're teammates. Luka said, "It's a dream come true. I always look up to him. I think we both make our teams better. Our IQ is very high. Just having two guys like that on the court helps the whole team out." Back to you, Kevin.
Quite a tandem. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. The wide open look here for Highland. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. It's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. Big group substitution here for the Lakers. Hayes, he's checked in for DeAndre Ayton. Hachimura comes in for James. Jake LaRavia is checked in for MP. And Smart subbed in for Austin Reed. He's making some changes here. Minnesota leading by 11. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Marcus Smart is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's LeBron James. Then there's Powell. And it's Ayton in at the center, filling out the middle.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Powell for three. Minnesota with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
One of the things that you know when you miss free throws is you're giving the team opposite you all the momentum. You're failing to capitalize on their mistakes.
And you look at this Timberwolves roster, Doris, quite a spread as far as the ages of their top players.
Oh, Kevin, you've got a couple of guys who are absolutely on the back nine and really walking up the fairway of number 18. And then you've got Mr. McDaniels and Anthony Edwards, two guys in their early 20s. But this is the fascinating part. There's a runway left, and what do they do with it?
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Inside. Low block shot on the way, and that's off the glass and in. Gobert's got his second bucket.
That's a level of concentration right there. Rudy Gobert finishing shots like these important.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Boy, he's trying to give this team a spark, but the buckets simply will not go down.
Now here's Randle. He's coming off a 10-point game against Denver.
And let's talk about his passing, guys. Let's remember he also did an excellent job of finding guys in their right spots.
Doncic finds MP. Kicks it out to James. Plenty of space. The shot misses.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Julius Randle getting it done for Minnesota. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll return shortly.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
I think for the Timberwolves, I love a new season, new faces, new places. You get to watch the rookies develop. Nothing better.
Yeah, it's great to be back for us, and for the players, and for the fans. And looking back on that first half, it certainly hasn't gone as planned for the Lakers.
The free throw margin says a lot about this game. They're facing a defense that's dug in and looking way too comfortable.
Right now, they're playing like a bunch of scared puppies. Release the big dogs.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game, Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half, set up a lot of their mates.
Doing such a great job of orchestrating this offense. I love the way he has been in complete command of the offense.
And back in the day, guys like Bird and Magic competed for championships as rookies. But Doris, we haven't seen that in a while.
Kev, you have to remember, Larry Bird was drafted talented in unique circumstances. He was drafted a full year before he left college. And for both Larry and Magic, they joined talented veteran teams. That would be like the Celtics or Warriors drafting Wemby. It would be the exact same story.
The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. The big men on the floor for him, Randall and Gobert. And it's Highland in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Ayton, the pass to MP. Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Doncic passes to Reeves. Powell for three. Julius Randle with the rebound. Randle's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this victory.
Count that bucket. And that's 21 points for Julius Randle.
The guys, over the years, we've seen Randle become a much more aggressive scorer. You love his tenacity.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. And now here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the NBA's best teams from three-point land a year ago. In 4th, the Timberwolves.
Their long-range shooting last year was nothing short of spectacular. I mean, they were absolutely unconscious from the three-point line.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers are always thinking title. Coach J.J. Redick said, everything I've ever done in this sport has been crystallized into how can I win a championship? I got close as a college player and as an NBA player. My hope and goal is to bring the Lakers their 18th NBA championship as head coach. Guys?
Yep, eyes on the prize. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
Just 5 on the clock. And finished off by McDaniel.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
To the paint, here's MP. MP with the easy bucket inside.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there. That makes the game easy.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Greg, one thing that doesn't show up in the box score, and maybe should, screen assists. They're a big part of the game.
Without question. I mean, the art of setting a great screen, I think, is underappreciated. Giving those guys their just due with the screen assist on a made bucket is, I'm fine with that.
checked in for the Lakers.
Number 36, Marcus Smart.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. McDaniels, and finished off by McDaniels.
Love the pass there from Gobert. Always nice when your big man feeds his teammates.
Powell for three. The shot's good on the assist by Doncic. Doncic has got his 6th assist on the night.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Highland deciding where to go with it. Here's Randall. Rebounded by the Lakers.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Powell, right side. Shoots over McDaniel. MP, no good. And Randall has got the ball here for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
DB, no one has more defensive player of the year. Awards than Rudy Gobert. 4 of them.
Well, with the 4, he is now tied with the...
Minnesota making some changes. Julius Randle's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Joe Ingles. And Bones Highland subbed in for Burks. A big group substitution here for the Lakers. DeAndre Ayton's checked in for Jackson Hayes. James comes in for Hachimura. MP's checked in for Jake LaRavia. And Doncic is subbed in for Marcus Smart. Reeves can't hit.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The guard pair will be Doncic and Reed. MP out there with James. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Powell fires. The 3 is off. Minnesota leading by 9. Outside Edwards. Highland sets a pick for Edwards. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer.
I'll tell you, this is not a game he'll want to individually remember, but they are positioned to close this thing out.
McDaniels pulls it down. Minnesota's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Randall. Shot clock at 6. Now McDaniels throws it down. What an assist!
Well, this is the all-around game with Julius Randle, right? We think he can score it, board it, but how about that pass?
Okay, time for an injury report.
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer for the Timberwolves let me know the status. He said there's a little lump at the bruise site, some stiffness when walking, but that the hip overall should be okay. An inopportune time here at the start of the season to be faced with any sort of injury. But the bright spot, guys, is they've given the green light to play through it.
All right, Allie, thanks for that.
That's so true, but it is also what we expect to happen. It is part of every professional sports league. In the NBA, the schedule, obviously a grind. Injuries happen, but we hear this all the time. It's next man up. Somebody's injury could be an opportunity for somebody to get minutes and do something with those minutes.
And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. A minute 20 left to play here in the 4th. That's off. Lakers trail by 11. Powell down low. McDaniels defending. It's stolen by Edwards.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for Minnesota.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, and when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And after dropping game one in this matchup, they managed to take the second of a 3-game season series. No question, that's a morale booster.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Julius Randle.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
The 11-footer, and it's off. And so Minnesota takes the win, a confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Now let's go to